So it sounds like you were having a pretty busy summer. You've been all over the place. You're back here for soccer camp, right? So kind of what have you been up to all summer? I know you've been jumping around.
Well, stayed in Iowa City for graduation weekend after finals, because I know a lot of seniors and my boyfriend's a senior and things like that. So it was great to stay in town and just have a relaxing time and be done with finals and just hang out in Iowa City. Then that was about a week. I went home to Libertyville and just saw family because I hadn't been home since the couple days I was home before I went to India, so that doesn't really count that much. Just saw family, saw new cousins, baby cousins that have been born and things. And then came back here, that was 3 weeks of time, and came back here a couple days ago and started working soccer camp for the crazy little kids here, but they just have a lot of energy and they're fun and just make it a good time. And so that's this week, and then what's today? Today's Wednesday. On Saturday I actually leave for Ghana in West Africa to help out a professor do research for a month. So I'll be in Ghana for a month. I'm pretty excited for that.
Cool.
So,
what kind of research will you be doing?
He's in water, environmental engineering, specifically with water. So myself and a medical student are going to complete a health survey and ask a lot of village women and fathers health status questions, just basic things to figure out their basic health status. And then there's two other civil engineering students going that are going to map and do a bunch of GPS things and engineering things I don't know, extreme technicality of them. And then we're going to use this handheld chlorinator that engineering students created 2 years ago and took to the Environmental Protection Agency's national conference, and they won the top prize. And it's just this simple PVC made thing about this big with metal and a magnet inside that creates electromagnetic field, where you pour water and salt into it, crank it for 5 minutes, and then you have bleach that's created because of this reaction. So then you can take this little amount, it's probably 5 tablespoons, and pour it into a 5-gallon bucket, which is normal storage size container for all these little huts in the villages we're going to be in. And this bleach will eliminate a lot of bacteria and just kill off anything that because the water is taken out of bore wells, and then it's safe enough to drink, but the issue is the mothers in the household usually have it sitting in the storage containers, so then it gets recontaminated. So they need something to purify it again. So this simple, cost-effective device, the EPA is having us trial in these villages, and if it works out and we find out that afterwards, after we introduce it and do another health assessment, their health has improved, especially the children, they're going to kind of expand it on a pretty wide scale, like thousands to millions of people.
Wow.
So
that's really great.
Yeah.
So Africa, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, especially during the World Cup here.
Yeah, that was my next point.
Oh, okay.
That'd be crazy. So yeah, you've been following the World Cup, obviously, as a big soccer fan.
Ghana won their first game on Sunday, 1-0, got a PK, and the U.S. got a early Christmas present from the English goalkeeper. I'm a goalkeeper myself, and was like, thank you very much, because that was not something that happens, especially in the pros.
Blame it on the World Cup ball, right?
Yeah, that's just the catch-all excuse right now.
So have you ever spent a summer in Iowa City?
I have. I spent majority of last summer in Iowa City, and it's a lot different, especially after you've lived on campus for a year, and it just the mass exodus of 20,000 plus students, and then it's just interesting to walk around during the day here on a weekday and just be like, there's just families out, and the community kind of seeps back into the downtown area, especially, and just on the university campus you just see more people around. It's a good change of pace, and there's the free Friday night concert series in the Ped Mall that people of all ages go to. It's just great to be walking around the city when you don't have to worry about having like a coat on and be freezing and stuff like that. It's great weather here, and there's lots to do with the pool up near the Upper City Park, and there's McBride Lake. I mean, you can go on bike rides. There's a lot of active people around the city, so there's lots to do.
Yeah. So I'm sure you won't miss it all that much while you're off in Africa doing your research.
No, it'll be. I'll miss it a little, but it's like if you have the option to
Yeah.
at least once in your 4 years, I would strongly suggest to get a job or find some especially because a lot of people who live off campus have their housing from like through June and July, and it ends right at August. So you don't want to go home and be paying for 2 months rent when you're not even here. So find a job here, and hopefully some friends stay. If not, I'm sure you'll meet new people and have a good time in Iowa City.